win! Hawks win 4-3 over the Columbus Blue Jackets as your Chicago Blackhawks come into Columbus and beat them 4-3 in the first of this 2-game set. This is a big win by your Chicago Blackhawks as they are battling for the Stanley Cup playoffs. And this game did not start out how the Hawks would have loved it to have. It did not even start out in a way the Hawks looked like they even started. They looked off, but they won the game. They played strong, they battled hard, and won this game. So let's look at the shots on net per period, shall we? In the first period, shots on net was 9-5 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. In the second period, it was 16-7 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. And in the third period, it was 3-14 in favor for the Blue Jackets. Total shots on net, 28-26 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. This was a must-win by your Chicago Blackhawks. They needed it. They got it. They got the 2 points, and they are still in the hunt. So let's look at the rest of the stats of the game. Hawks on the face-off. Last game was the main reason why they lost the game. Well, today they won at the dot. 54.2% of the time to the Jackets, 45.8%. The Hawks won at the dot. That's a key. The Hawks are going to need to continue doing that if they want to win games. Power play. The Hawks went 1 for 5 on the power play to the Jackets going 0 for 1. Yeah, 0 for 1. But the Hawks scored on a power play, which is a key. Penalty minutes. Hawks only had 2 penalty minutes, which is another key because you do not want to take penalties against the Blue Jackets, who have a lethal power play scorer in Patrick Laine, who's been a Hawks killer pretty much his entire career with the Winnipeg Jets and now with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Hits 9-12 in favor for the Jackets. Not many hits this game. Block shots 14-6 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. That's a key. Hawks blocking shots helps them keep this game where they need it to win this game. This is a game the Hawks needed and they got it. But how I said, it did not start out the way they would have liked it to, because the Hawks were slow. They allowed they had 0 shots on net in the first 5 minutes of the game to the Jackets starting out the game red hot. Because at 1:03 in the first period, yes, 1 minute and 3 seconds into the first period, Michael Del Zotto scores his 4th of the season, assisted by Texier and Dupuis, to make it a 1-0 game early in the game. But the Jackets are not done scoring yet, because at 3:13 in the first period, Cam Atkinson scores his 14th of the season, assisted by Jack Roslovic. Atkinson gets in the blue paint with Laakkonen and gets it past Laakkonen, making it a 2-goal lead early in the game. So Jeremy Colliton saw the Hawks aren't out there right now. They aren't playing well. Call timeout. Settle things down. Get your game going. You know you're a better team than this. Let's get it going. So, after the timeout was called, Hawks started gaining momentum, getting shots off, going into the offensive zone on an attack, getting rushes, and they get a power play. They get multiple power plays, I should mention, because the Hawks go 5 gets a 5-on-4 power play for about a minute, and then it goes 5-on-3. The first part of the power play does not score on it for the 5-on-3, so Hawks are on 5-on-4. And this is when the goal scoring starts. At 10:13 in the first period, scored by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, his 21st of the season, assisted by number 44, Calvin Don, and number 88, Patrick Kane. To make it a one-goal game, Hawks are now starting to climb and gain momentum off a power play goal by the Cat, getting this team in this game. The Cat helped the Hawks. It was a nice pass by DeHaan feeding the Cat, and Alex DeBrincat beats Elvis Merzlikins to make it a one-goal game. Jackets now lead 2-1. Hawks are not done scoring yet, because at 17:02 in the first period, scored by number 34, Carl Soderberg, his 7th of the season, assisted by number 64, David Kampf, and number 22, Ryan Carpenter, to make a 2-2 game late in the first period. Yes, the Hawks were battling. They gained momentum. They score on a power play, keep the momentum on their end, moving the puck well in the offensive zone. Soderberg gets the puck in off basically a rebound and beats Elvis Merzlikins to tie the game up with 3 minutes remaining in the first period. This is his return to the lineup after being out for 4 games from being healthy scratch, basically. And the Hawks capitalize and now ready or tied. No goals were scored after that in the first period, so we go to the second period, where it was basically all Chicago Blackhawks. Hawks had all control in the period, and at 3 minutes and 7 seconds into the second period, scored by number 48, Wyatt Kalynuk, his first in the National Hockey League, and assisted by number 24, Pius Suter, and number 44, Calvin Don, to make a 3-2 Hawks lead. Early in the second period, the Hawks take that momentum from the first period, go straight into the second period, moving the puck well, getting opportunities, and Kalynuk scores his career first NHL goal. And, well, it takes a few minutes to make it an official goal, because John Tortorella of the Blue Jackets decides to challenge the goal. Well, first, the refs have to see if the puck actually crossed the line. They did. They confirmed it. It did. Goal right there. Then the Jackets called a challenge to see if there was goaltender interference, with Brandon Hagel going in and kind of making it where Elvis Merzlikins couldn't play his position. Well, the refs confirmed, and it's a good goal for Wyatt Kalynuk to get his career first NHL goal. Not one that you usually would think for your NHL first goal, I would assume, but he would take it anyway. So the Hawks are up by a goal now. They keep momentum on their end, keep it playing well. It took a while for the Jackets to even get their first shot on net in the period. And, well, and the next goal was scored by your Chicago Blackhawks at 16:40 in the second period. Scored by number 17, Dylan Strome, his 8th of the season, assisted by number 77, Kirby Dach. And number 12, Alex DeBrincat, to give the Hawks a 4-2 lead after the second period. Yes, this goal was a beautiful setup by the Hawks. Boquist gets the puck behind Lakeinen, takes it up a little bit, stretch pass up to Alex DeBrincat. DeBrincat takes it in, passes to Kirby. Kirby feeds it to Strome, and Stromer buries it to give the Hawks a 2-goal lead. So we take that 2-goal lead into the third period. Do the Hawks hold on to it? They, well, pretty much did. They were playing well, keeping the puck away from the Blue Jackets, from them having opportunities. They get a couple opportunities off. Lakeinen has to make some big saves, keeping the Blue Jackets away from scoring. Lakeinen kept the Hawks from potentially tying it at a couple points in this third period. But Hawks get a power play with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. They killed about a minute and probably 15 seconds after the delay penalty was called, so they kept ragging the puck around, keeping it away from the Blue Jackets to kill some clock. Killed about a minute and a half. They take the power play, and nothing happened on the power play. Blue Jackets pull Elvis Merzlikins, and the Jackets take it up on a rush. At 19:11 in the third period, so 49 seconds remaining in regulation time, Patrick Laine with his 10th of the season, assisted by Max Domi, to make it a 4-3 game. Sorry. They get their third goal of the night, but the Hawks managed to hold on and beat the Blue Jackets. This was a key the Hawks needed to do. Beat them. They need to win consistently. Play strong. Keep yourself in the hunt. And with how this is a big win by your Chicago Blackhawks tonight. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were from tonight's action. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all,